So, with the latest episode of Rising the Shield Hero, I am just left with one question. What in the world keeps bringing all these heroes and people or whatever from other dimensions and other worlds into, like, this world, really? I mean, come on now. We have regular, no-name, supposed to be bottom-rung bandits are able to cast down meteors like this. Normally, bandits are supposed to be some of the weakest that you see in a, I don't know, forest bandits and stuff like that. In any show, they're like bottom rung and basically someone you fight to get experience off of. But when the weakest in one dimension is able to come into this one and cast down a meteor like it's nothing, you're like, wait a minute. Where are you from and what's happening here? It was pretty interesting to see these bandits kind of go toe-to-toe with Naofumi, the shield hero. And now granted, I do feel like Naofumi's team could have beaten those bandits. And you can see at first how they weren't really trying that hard. But then after a while, they realized, oh man, these guys are serious. So then they started to try pretty hard. Because Naofumi being a shield hero, he can actually defend. He's able to defend against a meteor. And Raphtalia, who at first, gets dispelled, but thankfully they dispelled the curse that's on her too. And so she ends up being stronger. Now, granted, they were quote unquote saved by the, I'd say the scissor hero, or I don't know what, but they said she's a cardinal hero or from another world that was destroyed. And she's wearing, like, she does strings and has the scissors and stuff, the puppeteer and everything. So to me, they're normally cardinal heroes based on what weapon they have, and she has scissors, so that's why I say that. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what it looks like. But she saves them, but I felt like, oh, they were about to win anyway, but okay. There's a lot to go over here as far as what these other worlds, how to get there, and what keeps leaking to the fact that all these other heroes and people come from other worlds into this world with no problems. So I guess we'll probably learn about that more, maybe this season or so. We'll see how it goes. Now, the other major part of this episode was establishing the fact that there's these bandits, or there's a bandit basically in the mountains that is attacking people that are by themselves. And come to find out, it looks like the bandit is Rin, the sword hero, who's wearing this mask. I said, he's like, man, why are you this Batman inspired? What are you doing? Wearing this mask, and it's like, I guess he's wearing a mask so then that way he can strike fear, as well as people won't recognize who he is, because of course they're calling him a bandit in the mountains, and he's attacking people. So of course they're not calling, oh, the sword hero's doing this. So the rumors are going around. Look at these bags under his eyes. This is an exhausted dude. Someone's exhausted. Early in the episode, it did show him, but it looked like he was scrounging for food and like dumpsters and such. It's like, how far have you fallen, my guy? Like, you were up here with a hero, but then now he's riddled with, he's definitely, look at these bags. There's something that he's basically being bothered by. And hopefully we can actually go back to the fight that they had before, where Naofumi can make him understand that it was his fault that his teammates died, and because of their deaths, that he needs to actually get stronger and fight back the waves. They gotta fight this phoenix creature that's gonna rise here shortly. It's like they don't care. I mean, I guess stress and situations where you see people die around you can actually affect you mentally, and that's pretty much what's happening to him. This guy is mentally exhausted and has had really traumatizing things happen to him, but as the hero, it's his job to rise above it and push past it and try to make things better. But that's the thing, they're not. Like, honestly, Naofumi has had so much happen to him in these seasons that of all the people to break down, it would be him. And thankfully, other friends, Raphtalia and other people have lifted him back up to be a very strong person. That these guys, the other heroes, just get an ounce, just like they just get a little dab of the problems that Naofumi gets, and then they just can't, the pressure, they can't take it. And it's like, do you not realize the pressure you guys have been given Naofumi just from season 1 alone? And I have no clue where mine is. I mean, unless she's in the cave, but she left, of course, with him. So it's actually very interesting to see how these guys are having their souls crushed by just a small problem, you know, just a little bit of problems happening to them. Yet Naofumi had this and more happen to him from season 1 and was able to rise above it, and they can't. They can't. So, and I have no clue what's up with the bow hero. I mean, they haven't said anything. They keep showing the sword and they kept showing the spear hero, but no clue where the bow guy is, unless mine is working her lies on him, which wouldn't surprise me because these guys are just so useless and weak-minded. It's laughable that they're supposed to be these heroes called from another world, and they first showed up and was like, yeah, we got this, and now have shown that they have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Things are actually progressing for Naofumi. You have the fact that he's leveling up people from the village. More people will be able to defend, and the Scissor Girl, she's able to kind of help out in the village. You know, Naofumi still got his eye on her, but honestly, I think she's fine. Although the speech pattern with her is pretty interesting. It makes me wonder if she comes from a world that's more digitized, like the digital world, but no. The way that those guys died, they digitized the bandits in the beginning, as well as her speech being broken up. Maybe it was a world that was more sophisticated than this one, but we'll see what happens in the future. That's pretty much about it as far as this episode. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that these Cardinal Heroes are going through, and they can't hold a candle to all the issues that Naofumi has gone through, and they can't even get past whatever the little things that they have going on. So it is what it is. We'll see what happens in the future episodes, but that's definitely going to be it for the analysis on this one. I'm sure more is going to happen next week, so we'll definitely take a look at that. But make sure you guys like the video and subscribe for more, because we will definitely be here to discuss more things that happen in the future. Guys, stay safe. Take care. Lord willing, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Make sure to check out the extra content on our Patreon page, and thanks to our current patrons.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.